What happens when two legendary titans, Godzilla and Kong, are forced to unite against a terrifying new enemy? A monster so powerful it can control other titans and bend the world to its will. Dive into the untold story of Godzilla x Kong, the new empire, as we uncover ancient secrets, epic battles, and a final showdown that will leave you speechless. Stay tuned to witness the rise of the Emperor and the ultimate test of strength, survival, and alliance. The story begins with a haunting sense of nostalgia, revisiting the long-standing history of Godzilla and Kong. These two iconic titans, despite their differences, have shared the world stage for centuries. The chapter explores their legendary battles from past films, but this time, the focus shifts to a deeper and more mysterious connection. Humanity has always viewed Godzilla and Kong as forces of nature, unstoppable yet essential, but new discoveries suggest their rivalry runs far deeper than mere survival. On Skull Island, a team of explorers discovers ancient cave paintings hidden deep within an unexplored jungle. The artwork reveals a shocking revelation: Godzilla and Kong were not always enemies. The paintings depict them fighting side by side against a shadowy, colossal figure that looms over their forms. This figure is unlike any known titan, with a skeletal frame and multiple limbs, its presence evoking both fear and awe. The explorers also uncover fragments of an ancient text, written in an undecipherable language. With the help of scientists, they decode parts of the message, which warns of a ruler of shadows, destined to return and unite the titans under its control. Meanwhile, across the globe, strange phenomena begin to unfold. Seismic activity erupts in regions known to house dormant titans, and researchers detect unexplainable energy surges from the ocean floor. These occurrences coincide with the discovery of similar cave paintings in remote locations, each depicting the same mysterious figure battling Godzilla and Kong. As the scientific community races to connect these events, tension mounts. Who, or what, is this ancient enemy? And why does it seem to be reawakening now? The chapter also delves into the human element of the story, introducing key characters. Among them is Dr. Emma Hayes, a leading paleobiologist, and her team of explorers who have dedicated their lives to understanding the Monsterverse. Her theories about the interconnected history of titans have long been dismissed, until now. As the seismic activity intensifies, Hayes becomes convinced that something massive is stirring beneath the Pacific Ocean. Suspense builds as the chapter closes on a chilling sequence. An underwater drone captures footage of a giant, clawed hand breaking through a deep-sea cavern. The screen goes black, leaving viewers with a sense of unease and anticipation, setting the stage for the epic story to come. As the seismic disturbances escalate, the world's focus shifts to a mysterious epicenter deep beneath the Pacific Ocean. Scientists and explorers speculate that this is connected to the Hollow Earth, a hidden subterranean world first discovered in Kong's last adventure. Determined to uncover the truth, Emma Hayes leads an expedition funded by Monarch, the secretive organization dedicated to studying titans. Their mission? To explore uncharted regions of the Hollow Earth and understand the source of the growing chaos. The journey to the Hollow Earth is fraught with danger. The explorers navigate treacherous tunnels, dodge collapsing caverns, and encounter hostile environments filled with glowing vegetation and bizarre creatures. Finally, they arrive at a sprawling underground kingdom, one unlike anything ever seen before. Towering ruins suggest an advanced civilization once thrived here, with massive stone structures carved with intricate designs. These ruins are not only architectural marvels but also records of the past, telling a story of titans and their rulers. Dr. Hayes and her team begin deciphering the carvings, revealing the existence of a supreme titan known as the Emperor. The carvings portray the Emperor as a monstrous entity with multiple heads and an aura of destruction. Unlike Godzilla, who represents balance, or Kong, who embodies strength, the Emperor is a figure of pure domination. The ancient civilization worshipped the Emperor in fear, offering sacrifices to appease its wrath. Over time, Godzilla and Kong's ancestors united to defeat this tyrant, imprisoning it deep within the Hollow Earth. However, the carvings foretell a dire warning: the Emperor would one day awaken and reclaim its throne, unleashing chaos on both the surface and subterranean worlds. As the team explores further, they uncover a massive chamber that appears to be the Emperor's prison. The air is thick with tension as they find cracks forming in the colossal stone structure meant to contain it. Around the chamber, glowing crystals pulse with energy, suggesting they are remnants of the weapon used to imprison the Emperor. Suddenly, the ground trembles violently, and a deafening roar echoes through the cavern. Something inside the prison is stirring. The chapter ends with the team narrowly escaping as a massive claw begins to emerge from the prison. Dr. Hayes realizes the gravity of their discovery. The Emperor is waking, and the world above is utterly unprepared for what's coming. The tremors from the Emperor's awakening ripple through the earth, causing catastrophic consequences on the surface. Coastal cities report massive tidal waves, strange atmospheric disturbances, and inexplicable animal migrations. Monarch's headquarters is overwhelmed with reports of dormant titans around the globe suddenly stirring, as if responding to an ancient call. The documentary transitions into an exploration of this growing chaos, heightening the suspense as humanity begins to grasp the magnitude of the threat. Dr. Emma Hayes and her team, having escaped the Hollow Earth, urgently brief global leaders about the Emperor. Through ancient carvings and data gathered, they paint a grim picture. The Emperor is no ordinary titan. Its dominance stems from a terrifying ability to exert control over other titans, turning them into its army. This explains the sudden awakening of so many creatures worldwide. Unlike Godzilla or Kong, who act on instinct or territoriality, the Emperor's power is deliberate and strategic, making it a force of unparalleled danger. The story shifts to the surface as the Emperor begins its rise. The beast erupts from a hidden Hollow Earth entrance beneath the Pacific, creating a massive whirlpool that engulfs several naval vessels. The Emperor's appearance is revealed in stunning detail, a towering, multi-headed creature with skeletal armor, glowing eyes, and energy pulsating through its veins. Its roar, unlike anything heard before, resonates across continents, striking fear into both humans and titans alike. As it steps onto land, smaller titans arrive, bowing in submission before it. Godzilla, sensing a new alpha, surfaces near the devastation, confronting the Emperor for the first time. Their initial encounter is brief but devastating. Despite Godzilla's atomic breath and raw power, the Emperor's command over other titans forces Godzilla into retreat. This shocking moment underscores the magnitude of the challenge ahead. Godzilla cannot face this foe alone. Meanwhile, Kong, still in the Hollow Earth, senses the disturbance. Drawn by an ancestral connection, he begins a journey to the surface, battling lesser titans along the way. The documentary emphasizes his transformation. Kong is no longer just a guardian of Skull Island, he is stepping into the role of a king, driven by a primal duty to confront this ancient threat. The chapter ends with the Emperor's forces spreading across continents, leaving cities in ruins. Humanity scrambles for survival as Godzilla and Kong's paths inch closer to collision with their greatest adversary yet. As the world teeters on the brink of destruction, humanity realizes that its survival hinges on a precarious hope. Godzilla and Kong must work together to stop the Emperor. However, uniting these two titans is easier said than done. Suspense builds as the narrative focuses on the challenges of forging this alliance, exploring both the titans' instincts and the human efforts to mediate between them. Godzilla, battered from his earlier clash with the Emperor, retreats to the ocean to recover. Monarch scientists analyze his injuries and discover that the Emperor's attacks are laced with a strange energy that disrupts Godzilla's natural regenerative abilities. This revelation heightens the stakes. Godzilla's resilience alone will not be enough. Meanwhile, Kong emerges from the Hollow Earth, reaching the surface near a devastated island. He is visibly changed, carrying scars from his battles below and wielding an ancient axe he retrieved from the ruins. The axe, glowing faintly, appears to resonate with the energy emitted by the Emperor. Dr. Emma Hayes and her team take center stage as they orchestrate a risky plan to bring Godzilla and Kong together. Using advanced technology and the remnants of ancient Hollow Earth artifacts, they create a communication device that emits low-frequency sounds designed to calm the titans. Their efforts lead to a tense meeting in a remote valley, where Godzilla and Kong finally come face to face. The scene is charged with tension as the titans size each other up, their rivalry still simmering beneath the surface. Just when it seems their instincts might take over, the Emperor's forces launch a surprise attack, interrupting the meeting. Several controlled titans, including a three-headed serpent and a towering armored behemoth, descend on the valley. Forced to work together for the first time, Godzilla and Kong unleash their full power in a thrilling battle sequence. Godzilla's atomic breath and Kong's axe prove a formidable combination, but their coordination is clumsy at first, highlighting their mistrust. The battle ends with a hard-fought victory, but the scars run deep. The controlled titans retreat, but not before revealing a shocking twist. The Emperor can also absorb energy from defeated titans, growing stronger with each battle. As the chapter closes, Godzilla and Kong stand side by side, their fragile alliance cemented by necessity. The stage is set for an epic final confrontation, with humanity and the Titans facing seemingly insurmountable odds. The climactic chapter begins with humanity, Godzilla, and Kong preparing for the ultimate confrontation with the Emperor. Monarch, working tirelessly alongside the Titans, identifies a barren wasteland far from human settlements as the ideal battleground. This location, scarred by volcanic activity and towering cliffs, becomes the stage for the final showdown. As the world watches in fear and hope, the remaining controlled Titans, now under the Emperor's full command, march toward this site, creating a tense countdown to the inevitable clash. Dr. Emma Hayes and her team uncover one last crucial piece of information from Hollow Earth artifacts. The crystals embedded in Kong's axe resonate with the same energy that once imprisoned the Emperor. If activated during the battle, the weapon could weaken, or even destroy their adversary. However, the energy source required to charge the axe fully lies deep within the wasteland's volcanic core. With time running out, a small team of scientists volunteers for the perilous mission to harness the volcanic energy, adding a human subplot of bravery and sacrifice to the Titan-focused narrative. As the battle begins, the Emperor makes its grand entrance, its colossal form glowing with the energy it has absorbed from defeated Titans. The multi-headed behemoth unleashes devastating attacks, including blasts of radiant energy and sonic roars that disorient Godzilla and Kong. Controlled Titans swarm the battlefield, forcing the duo to fight on multiple fronts. The choreography of destruction is breathtaking, showcasing the contrasting fighting styles of Godzilla's precision and Kong's raw ferocity. The turning point comes when Kong, wielding the newly charged axe, lands a devastating blow on one of the Emperor's heads. At the same time, Godzilla focuses his atomic breath on the creature's chest, creating cracks in its armored exterior. However, the Emperor reveals a terrifying ability. It begins regenerating its damaged heads, each growing back larger and more fearsome. Just as hope seems lost, the rebel Titans from earlier in the story arrive, turning the tide of battle. In a final act of desperation, Kong plunges the glowing axe into the Emperor's core, while Godzilla channels his atomic breath into the weapon. The combined force triggers a massive explosion, obliterating the Emperor and releasing a shockwave that disables the remaining controlled Titans. As the dust settles, Godzilla and Kong stand victorious but visibly weary. The chapter closes with a poignant moment. The two Titans share a brief, mutual acknowledgement before parting ways, leaving humanity to rebuild in the aftermath of their epic battle. A subtle cliffhanger teases the awakening of an even greater threat, keeping the Monsterverse's future wide open.